In this video, we're talking about the 4 principal strategies of digital marketing. I honestly don't like to talk about how much money I've spent on digital marketing over the past decade and a half since I've been building my businesses online. And a lot of it was to learn. Yeah, I spent a ton of money on ad platforms and on campaigns that I wasn't entirely informed about, because if you've been here before, you know that I was totally trying to build my business in complete isolation. And so I didn't know these strategies when I started. And when I figured them out, man, oh man, it saved me tons. So in this video today, I'm going to show you how to save thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on your marketing. We're also going to talk about how to be loud without being noisy. We're going to talk about how to leverage your superpowers, and I'll show you the easiest way to maximum visibility. First things first, how to save tens of thousands of dollars? Know your targeting. So if you have an intimate understanding about who your customer is, understanding what their pain points are, what their struggles are, but also what their interests are, what are their demographics, where do they live, how old are they, what are their shopping habits? These sound like really crazy questions to be asking when you're trying to speak to tens of thousands of people at a time. But with the tools we have literally at our fingertips, like Facebook advertising platforms and YouTube advertising platforms, we have the ability to niche down to incredibly specific target markets, target audiences. Our content will be shown in front of people who are significantly more likely to purchase our stuff, but that equation only matters if you actually have targeted the right people, if you know who your target market is. So think about it. Who is your ideal customer? Many times you'll go through the exercise of figuring out and naming who your dream customer is, figuring out what they look like, who they're into, all of that. Well, I want you to go back and do those exercises and do them really, really deeply. Actually figure out who this person is. Where do they live? How many kids do they have? What kind of car do they drive? Are they married? Are they single? Are they divorced? Do they have multiple houses? Or are they working a part-time job or a full-time job that they want to get out of and they want to start their own company? Or do they run their own company? Tell me everything you know about your dream customer. You might as well throw it down in the comments below so that we as a community can start to help each other out, fleshing out those ideas, because once you understand your ideal customer, it will end up saving you so much money on ads because you'll be able to target the people who are most likely to convert. Instead of spending your money just to get your name out there, you'll be spending your money getting your name out there while you're also collecting the people who will actually give you a return on that investment. Don't waste your money by skipping those fundamental steps of understanding who your dream customer is. Now we're going to talk about volume. So how do you get loud without being noisy? Well, the simple thing to do is to create tons of great content, because remember, content is king. What you want to make sure that you're doing is making sure that you have a variety of different types of content on a variety of different platforms, speaking to your same audience, your same dream customer that we just talked about. What you also want to do is make sure that when you're posting on your multiple platforms, you want to be posting at a variety of times. So let's recap. We have a variety of content on a variety of platforms at a variety of times, all speaking to that same dream customer. We're speaking to those same pain points. We're speaking to those same objections, and we're moving them through that conversion process. Because conversion is all about getting people to move from one state to another, which requires us to move their thought process from one state to another before they're actually going to open up their wallet and start buying your products. So think about how we are messaging on what platforms to who, and how often are we doing that. If you want to see how often we publish here on the Visibility Hacking channel, then definitely hit that subscribe button. So you want to increase your reach. You want to be everywhere at the same time. Well, the simplest way to do this is to create partnerships. We can talk about building partnerships with people who have large followings already established, so we're just putting our message in front of a pre-existing audience. We can talk about people who have great ideas and great expertise, and we can bring them in front of our audience and create those deeper, better conversations. We can use those types of conversations as well to pivot the thought process of our current clients and of those who are in our pipeline, in our funnel. We can use those conversations to create that conversion thought process, to get them to believe in your idea, to overcome any of those objections that they have so that they realize your product is not just a great product, but it's really the only solution to your customers' problems. Isn't that an amazing place to be? So look for opportunities for partnerships, not just those who have followings that you can get in front of, not just people who have great ideas who will serve your content, but also look for places where you can create a partnership to create a product or an offer or an experience that is better than anything that's out there currently. It's really incredible when you're able to join forces with other creators to create great content, to create great courses, to create great podcasts, whatever it is. Look to collaborate. Look for those opportunities to bang your heads together and to create cool, innovative solutions to the problems and the pain points and the objections that your dream customers have. Many times you'll be able to find partners whose interests and dream customers' interests overlap in some way with your dream customers. So why not dig into that? Those partnerships are able to feed both great conversations and introducing you to new followings. Create something that's better, create something that wasn't here previously. I bet you'd be able to come up with something pretty cool. So you want to be massively visible. You want maximum visibility. Well, the simple everyday solution is to be consistent, to actually show up, to set it in your calendar, to show up on a regular basis. And yeah, I know those challenges that ask you to go live every single day, they can be really daunting. They can be really exhausting. But what I encourage you to do is to set a schedule and to stick to it. Even if that schedule is 1 day a week, then show up 1 day a week and give it your all. And once that start to become routine, then maybe try and add more days. But what I want you to do is to stick to that consistency. What I want you to do is to aim for that habit. Once our habit becomes simple, it becomes ingrained in our everyday processes, then we can think about adding more days to our show if we want to. We can add length to our show. We can add more micro content to our show. But none of this is going to be possible. None of that visibility is going to be possible unless you show up consistently. This is important for 2 reasons. 1, it trains your audience to show up. It trains your pre-existing audience that you're going to be delivering great content, so to keep their eyes open, to keep a lookout for that content you're creating. The other reason why it's really important is because you're teaching the algorithm to look for you as well. You're showing that algorithm that you're ready to show up on a regular basis. You're going to contribute to creating great content that's going to keep people on that platform. That's what the algorithm wants. If you're able to feed it what it needs, it's going to start being able to show you to more and more people. YouTube is especially like this. If you keep feeding it with the right kind of content on a regular basis, you're going to start seeing this beautiful improvement in your analytics. You're going to start seeing these rising curves from the fact that your content is going to be fed out to more people. If you want to know more visibility hacking secrets, I definitely recommend you join us for the Visibility Hacking Secrets Training Vault. It's a whole really cool underground vault of a whole slew of trainings designed just for you guys to help you small business owners, entrepreneurs, digital marketers find maximum visibility. We want to help you level up your influence, your authority, and ultimately your income online. So check the link down below. And in the meantime, check out one of these videos because I think you'll like them. The algorithm thinks you'll like them. And remember, when I see you again, my friends, we'll have a great time. But until then, remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other and have a great one.